the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, today is November 11, 2021, and I'm just doing some of my recordings for videos that I didn't do yesterday because I had to give my computer, and I got up slightly late yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to record them. So I'm doing as much recording as I can, and this is video number 2, I will say, for today, but it was supposed to be for yesterday. All right, so I just did this prayer on Buzz's recording. So now what I'm gonna focus on is the case, the how do you call it, Meghan privacy case appeal. All right, so I had some more stuff I added to it, so let's go on Twitter and share it with you. I just did last. Alright, so I have a day 1 and day 2. Today technically is supposed to be day 3. I don't have anything yet, so now I'm just focusing on day 1 and 2. All right, breaking: the Mail on Sunday appealed against Meghan privacy victory, day 1. That's Brian Cape Cod. All right, let's see here. Should I go in it? This is the full story. I'll read some of it. Okay, the Mail on Sunday appealed against Meghan privacy victory, day 1. All right, I'll read some, and what I will do, and I'll put the link of this article in the description. All right, the publisher of the Mail on Sunday opened their appeal against the High Court defeat by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, today by announcing that they will produce new evidence from a former royal official, Jason Knauf. What new evidence? The Duchess last February secured summary judgment that Associated Newspapers breached her right and copyright and privacy when it published substantial extracts from a letter she had written to her father, Thomas Markle. Andrew Caldecott, QC, lead barrister for Associated, told the Court of Appeal on the first day of a 3-day hearing that a new witness statement from Mr. Knauf, formerly a senior royal communications official, contradicts the Duchess's statement about the letter. Oh my God. Knauf's statement, according to Caldecott, says that the Duchess was aware of the time the letter was written that her father might make it public. What the hell? Might make it. I mean, they must have, while they were taking their time to appeal it, no wonder why they took so long, is that they probably were plotting, or I don't know, because these people, if you play fair with them, they can't win. So they probably already plotting, okay, if you go to court and say this and that, you get such and such amount. I mean, come on. I just hope Meghan have receipt. All right. I'm pretty sure she does. All right. Knauf's statement, according to Caldecott, says that the Duchess... the other thing, I know you guys don't like when I keep on interrupt like that, but the thing is that this guy, the Knauf guy, had the opportunity to go to court and said whether or not he was part of the author of the letter. Then they said that he was part of the author. Okay, why didn't he go in court and prove his point at that time? So now he decided he's gonna... Oh, but let's see. All right, Knauf's statement, according to Caldecott, says that the Duchess was aware at the time the letter was written that her father might make it public, and it also says that there was the least and direct contact between the Duchess and author of a book which discussed the letter. Oh my God. Associated is likely to rely on this claim to support its legal argument that the letter was never really private and that the Duchess herself was complicit in making it content public. What? What? This is a fail on arrival in my eyes. Not because I'm for Meghan, but this is a dead on arrival. And then also we have to take into consideration the firm, okay? The firm, especially the Queen. The Queen is very sharp. She doesn't want nonsense from the firm to make public, because she knows Meghan doesn't give a F anymore. All right? Meghan does not give a F if push comes to shove, where she has to speak her mind. All right, to tell her truth. All right, the court has not yet heard from the Duchess counsel, so we have no indication how she will respond to this. Okay, though one of the judges mentioned that the Duchess herself had submitted a substantial new statement and evidence. All right, so she has her own receipt. Okay, this first court session was devoted mainly to argument from Associated about the legal correctness of last February's summary judgment by Lord Justice Warby, in which he handed victory to the Duchess without a trial, saying that none of the evidence that might be heard at trial could make any difference to this conclusion. So this is why they're trying to bring new evidence. I mean, shouldn't that still stick to whatever was presented from previous one? It seems like, okay, I didn't even read this article when I made my comment on some of the tweets that I was hearing. It's like they're trying to bring a brand new trial. My goodness. Okay, Caldecott cited a variety of legal precedents to support an argument that Warby had been mistaken on point of law when reaching his conclusion. Okay, the case is being heard by a very senior panel of judges, and the chair is Lord Justice Sir Geoffrey Voss, who, as a master of rules, is England's second-ranking judge after Lord Justice Chief Justice. Sitting with him Lady Justice Dame Victoria Sharp, who, as president of the Queen's Bench Division, is the third-ranking judge, and Lord Justice Bean, an appeal court judge of 7 years standing. We just see, because I know many. Oh, it's almost done, so let me finish. All right, let me read this here. The business of the court is not to make a judgment on whether the mail on Sundays was legally justified in publishing the letter, but exclusively to decide on whether Warby was right to reach his conclusion without the benefit of a trial. Lord Justice Voss stressed this distinction to Caldecott and appeared to show some impatience when Caldecott stayed from argument of law and to argument about the facts. Okay, if associate persuade the court that Warby was wrong, the whole case will go back to the High Court for full trial, where the issue will be heard probably by a different judge from square one. You see, that's what I thought. It's like bringing a brand new thing here. And why didn't he bring all of those evidence? That's the thing here. If the appeals fail, the Duchess' victory will stand. It is open to the court to make different decisions with relation to the two issues, privacy and copyright. Remember, Charles have won his case, and similarly, they printed his letter to something. I forgot with what. All right, he won the case because he claimed that was his privacy that was put in public. He won his case. So I don't see any different here. All right, this is something the court needs to look at. Because if they give mail on Sunday that to go back to trial again, we have to take a look. Okay, what these judges, because Charles have won his case in similar fashion. All right, Jason Knauf has been a shadowy figure around this case from the outset. Associate argued before Lord Justice Warby that he was one of 4 palace staff who might be able to shed light at trial on the writing of the letter. Warby rejected this and his argument as vague and irrelevant, and some weeks later, Knauf's solicitors released a letter stating explicitly that he made no claim to joint copyright in the letter. All right, this is what I was saying. The hearing resumed tomorrow, which was yesterday, okay, at 10:30 a.m. London time, when the Knauf statement will be discussed in detail. Okay, after the hearing end on Thursday, the judge are likely to take 2 weeks or more to reach and publish their conclusion. The proceedings are being live streamed. Okay, so that's that, and there's links. All right, so let me I'm going back to Twitter. See some of the comment. I might be wrong, but this is an absolutely nothing burger. The media cannot print your private communication. All right, let's see here. There is it here. I'm responding here. Prince Charles won similar case, almost exact same thing. Although I would have considered Prince Charles was for public interest, Meghan's letter was between daughter and father. All right. Okay, the Daily Mail. I'm surprised. I wrote it pretty well here, because usually when I write on Twitter, when I read it back, I see some faults. Okay, the Daily Mail was humiliated by Meghan's win, and they took it personal. Daily Mail will do anything to win. That is true. Even bribery. Okay, see, I'm not the only one who think of that. Or promises of financial wealth to someone. All the evidence should have been presented before. Thank you. All right, that's exactly that. Why didn't they present that before that? It seems like they're trying to get a new trial, completely different trial. Losing and then coming up with new evidence from Jason is highly suspicious. Let's see here. This insertion of new evidence is so perplexing. Isn't the appeal supposed to be an analysis of the decision already made? That's exactly what I thought. And an attempt to show her that decision based on the evidence presented at the time is wrong on the fact and the law. So how can new evidence be presented now? That's exactly what I'm thinking. I didn't even read the article. Great observation. Okay, their motive is no longer to win, say, the case. They know they can't. They simply want to drag it out as long as possible so that they can monetize coverage. Bingo. Okay, Daily Fail is just delaying the inevitable. They're trying to save face to claim later that Meghan didn't win the case, and they think the longer this goes on, that they can then manipulate the public perception of the ruling. I hope Meghan also sue them for this lie. Yep. Okay, the Daily Fail is so desperate to have a court case, they are willing to embarrass themselves. The British media love drama too much. Okay, did Jason Knauf lie the first time or this time? Either way, persecution. Okay, they have been utterly horrible to Meghan, bully her, as have the 80 or so Twitter account with their concerted attack. No one in the public eye should be subjected to hate and viciousness. I can't wait to hear what Meghan has to add. Not lying. I'm excited to go Meghan. Let's see here. That's her. The court has not yet heard from the Duchess Counsel, so we have no indication how she will respond to this. To one of the judges mentioned that the Duchess herself has submitted a substantial new statement and evidence. Alright. What I think Meghan did, in my humble opinion, obviously I have no clue what's going on. What I think Meghan submitted, it's probably to shut whatever new evidence they just brought. Okay, they just surface it. So if they brought new evidence, or Mail on Sunday bring new evidence, so maybe her lawyer, her attorney, how do they call them in the UK? Barrister. Okay, probably mentioned to Meghan and said, oh, this is the thing, the argument that they're bringing here. So Meghan probably said, okay, if they have this, then I have that. Okay, to support her, to support her claim and then to shut the other one down. Because remember, Meghan's friend said she got receipt. So which means she been documenting everything she's been doing over there. And this is something they probably never expected. All right, they were blindsided by that. So Meghan is a smart cookie here. So that's what I think that new evidence is, to back up whatever the new evidence the newspaper bring, so they could shut it down. I think that's what it is. We shall see. Generally don't understand such hostility towards this person. Jason set Meghan up. Yeah, that's exactly that. And every time I think about this, I'm thinking of him walking behind Harry and Meghan in Canada when they first came out in public. To know that you thought this person was by your side, was working with you, but instead is against you. This, I cannot fathom this. Alright, generally don't understand such hostility. Alright, there's this. Jason set Meghan up. She will face Thomas in UK court case. Jason has burned her. Interesting to know if William and Kate is involved. He also have text message to support his claim. Meghan, what were you? Okay, what were you? Okay, I don't know. How do you know this is what they say here? I just read the article. Okay, writing a letter hoping your father won't betray you, but realizing he might. Okay, is not the same as writing it with expression intention that he will publish it. Okay, she knows her father is deadbeat, but hope perhaps for once his life he will act honorably. Okay, the case judge already wrote that Meghan had reasonable expectation of privacy with her personal letter, and it doesn't matter if she knew of the probability her deadbeat dad will leak it. Knauf claimed Meghan knew her dad will leak the letter. Doesn't negate that the fail broke the law. Yeah, there's a different thing here. Okay, maybe Meghan will thought someone can, the father will look at it and show where you're looking at it. But they literally word by word typing things and then sensationalize the thing. All right, so let me go to the next one. This one was day 1, and now I'm going to day 2. These are some stuff that I came across for day 2. All right, so this is from Byline. Rushbrooke argued that the Mail on Sunday, in publishing about half of the letter, has gone far further than merely enable Mr. Markle to respond to the People's article. Instead, he accused the paper of cynically regaling its readers with sensational material. All right, let's see here. That's a retweet of Brian Cape Cod again. The Mail on Sunday, Meghan appealed day 2, the right of Thomas Markle. Let's go to that. All right. I'll come to the comment. Let's go to the article again. All of these, this is day 2. Okay, it's gonna be in the how do you call it? Not comment section, in the description. All right. The Mail on Sunday, Meghan appeal day 2, the right of Thomas Markle. Okay, on the second day of the 3-day appeal by the publisher of Mail on Sunday against the High Court privacy and copyright judgment in favor of Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, the focus of the argument moved to the right of the father, Thomas Markle. Andrew Caldecott, barrister for Associate Newspaper, made a case that the judge in the lower court, Lord Justice Warby, had failed adequately to take account of Mr. Markle's right to reply to what he saw as falsehood about him published by People magazine. What? Then they made it clear that the time frame of the People thing is okay. Maybe I'm missing something here. Something doesn't add. Something that is not right here. All right. And then the thing is that if it was Thomas' response, that's a different thing here. If it was Meghan's father who responded to Meghan's letter and gave it to, the Mail on Sunday, that will be a complete different story here. All right? Because he's the copyright owner of his own response to his daughter. And then he's the one who decided to give it to the Mail on Sunday. That would have been a completely different. This one is Meghan who wrote it, who is the copyright owner of the letter. And then Thomas Markle, who received the letter, decided to give it to be published. That's a different thing here. All right, for my little makeshift research of copyright owner, Meghan is in full right here. All right, so that's a complete different thing. Unless if I'm not understanding what I'm reading here. Okay, this was a matter that could only have been clarified if all the relevant evidence had been heard from witness, Caldecott asserted, so a trial was essential. No, because from my understanding again, because Meghan is the copyright owner, she then gave them the right to publish it. This is the key issue here. This is the fundamental foundation of everything. Meghan is the owner of it. She didn't tell you to go print it. You took it upon yourself to go print it with Thomas Markle, who both of you have no right to it. That's the thing here. All right? And when the way I look at it also is that even if Thomas were to show it to you, okay, he is not the copyright owner of it. So he showed it to you, but he probably didn't tell you to go print it. That's a different thing. It's for your own eyes to see. So I'm starting to understand why the lower court let Meghan win that case here. All right. The central issue before the Court of Appeal is whether Warby was right to give summary judgment on the basis of writing evidence and lawyer submission without holding a trial if associated when, in other words, the matter will be sent back to the High Court to be tried in a whole or in part. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so I see what they should say here. If in part, meaning that if the whole thing was wrong, so they have to start from the scratch one, or if in part, okay, some part of it could be retried. But as I'm looking at it here, I don't think it could go back because the fundamental, so I'm repeating myself here, the core issue here is the copyright owner who is suing them, saying, I didn't give you the right to print that. And then they have history of that, knowing, because from Charles' own case, okay, Prince Charles, the father-in-law of Meghan, okay, have won a case in similar matter because he was the copyright owner of a letter that they decided to print. So they have not learned their lesson. That's the key thing here. So we need to understand that. Okay, the People article quoted criticism of Mr. Markle's behavior by anonymous friend. Yeah, so I was right. So no, I was mistaken with Omid quoting what was said on article on on the people thing. So that's what I was a bit confused here. So when they brought Omid into the nonsense, okay, with the copyright case here, so Justice Warby was like saying in terms of time frame, because People magazine came before what Omid had stated, and Omid claimed he got it from the People magazine. So that's where I was confusing a little bit here. So this is different, but I was somewhat in the right track. Okay, but I got the wrong person. It's Omid. But anyway, let's continue. The People article quoted criticism of Mr. Markle's behavior by an anonymous friend of the Duchess and Associates, says that it was in response to those criticisms that he tuned to Mail on Sunday, which then published substantial extract from the letter the Duchess had written him. But still, it doesn't give any right. It does not give it. You should write your own thing. That's the key difference here. If Markle wanted to respond to what the friend had said on the People magazine, he should have write his own response and give it to Mail on Sunday. That's the key difference here. If he felt like he wanted to respond to the friend, it's not to give the Meghan's letter. You should not do that, from my understanding, because my makeshift research said Meghan is the full copyright owner. So no matter how many arguments that they say, I still see the key, the fundamental, the foundation of things is Meghan then give them the right to write a damn thing. Okay, to copy her letter and make it published. Okay, let's continue. Caldecott argued that Warby, in reaching his judgment, underestimate the inaccuracy in the People article, the harm it had done to Mr. Markle and Mr. Markle's legal right to give. So that's up to Mr. Markle to call those ladies to court, not you. It's like a third wheel here. Okay, so they're making argument for Mr. Markle that oh my God, these people, what? Wow, my goodness, they think people are stupid. Alright, Caldecott argued that, I mean, when you think about it too, when you have no hope, so you might as well throw the kitchen sink as well, because this doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a lawyer, but to make this as an argument, that's throwing the kitchen sink. Alright, Caldecott argued that Warby, in reaching his judgment, underestimated the inaccuracy in the People's article, the harm it had done to Mr. Markle's legal right to give expression to his view and response. So that's up to Mr. Markle to call those people and the people who made the thing to article to court, if he had an issue, not Daily Mail. Okay, you like a third person who's getting into everybody's business. Okay, all these were matter that would have been clearer if they had been explored through witness at trial. Nah, I don't see that as an argument. Justin Rushbrooke, okay, opening for the Duchess, said that far from failing to take account of this issue, Warby had explicitly stated in his judgment that his conclusion would have been the same even if Associated had been able to prove at trial every claim it had made, including claim about Mr. Markle. I see that too. Now I'm seeing it much clearer now. Alright, Rushbrooke also argued that the Mail on Sunday, in publishing about half of the letter, had gone far further than merely enabling Mr. Markle to respond to the People article. Most of what is disclosed had nothing to do with anything asserted in People. That is true. Okay, instead, he accused the paper of cynically regaling its readers with sensational material. Okay, very little of the day business was taken up by the new evidence submitted to the court by Associated in the form of a statement by the Duchess' former press secretary, Jason Knauf, which was accompanied by a series of text and email exchange between the two. Caldecott said, this evidence showed that when she was written the letter to the Duchess, understood that it could be made public, lending weight to Associated argument that the letter was never truly a private document. What the hell? Are these people for real? My goodness. But he didn't tell the father to go publish it. It's the worrying, okay? Meghan is worrying that the father is gonna publish it. So does that give you the vibe just because she's thinking, oh, well, then again, these are their words. But did Meghan actually said that? It could be a slight little but let me not say that. Okay, he also cited the statement as evident that contrary to her lawyer's submission, the Duchess had cooperated with the author of a book, Finding Freedom, that discussed the letter. This, he said, was proof of a willingness to feed it into the public bloodstream. Are you freaking kidding me? What? Rushbrooke did not address this at any length. He may do so tomorrow, but he placed the Knauf statement under the general heading of a matter that Warby had made allowance for his judgment. In other words, he argued that Knauf evidence was not relevant to the appeal. Okay, the presiding judge, Lord Justice Sir Geoffrey Voss, in an intervention that will have been welcomed by Associated, said he heard alarm bells because it appears there are a number of facts that the judge Warby did not know. I mean, you should have bring them up at that time. He should have bring it up. Why bring those things now? Other remarks he made, however, appeared to show sympathy with the Duchess's case, notably in relation to the use made of the letter by the Mail on Sunday. The final day of the hearing is tomorrow, which is today that I'm reading this. Okay, it's live stream. All right, how will I say that? This link will be in the description for you guys to read. Let's go back to Twitter and see what some of the squad are saying. Okay, I recommend the UK government make new law. All profit from hate and bullying article or from article about private life of someone goes to victim and will not stay with media or social media. Okay, title is good, of course, and made me if to laugh that at least widely smile. Okay, Justin Warburg, what's QC stand for? Okay, opening for the Duchess said that far from failing to take account of this issue, Warby had explicitly stated in his judgment that his conclusion will have been the same even if Associated had been able to prove at trial every claim it had made. Alright, Meghan and Harry have been asking for privacy from day one. Meghan could also open up a can of worm. That's exactly that, worm for the royal family, but have basically kept her mouth shut and doing things that have nothing to do with the royal family and its drama. Okay, she will have never agreed to her private letter being published. Okay, excellent point. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly that. And I think this is why she asked for a summary judgment, because she knows once she's in court, okay, once she is in court, she doesn't give a F. She does not give a F. Alright, so that's good. I placed these two right after the first one, so there's more tweet that I come across for day 2, but this is the more reading the article is perfect, so I don't need to do anything else here. All right, the fact that this is the next tweet, the fact that Jason Knauf is testifying for the Mail is proof beyond reasonable doubt that Meghan was never supported by the Palestine. Their sole purpose has always been to undermine her to the extent that they are willing to testify against her. That is true. Very good point. And the other thing that I was thinking is that when you look at Meghan, okay, she has been doing, you look at her doing interviews with the Oprah one, how precise, she chooses her words very carefully. And now she's in New York, the conversation she had when she was in New York, you see how comfortable she sits and willing to speak her mind cohesively. You understand her very loudly and clear. So she's someone who's not going to be pressured even though she is being called to testify. So she knows exactly what she's going to say. So this is a red flag for the royal family. They better be careful with that if they call Meghan to court, because I could see she's gonna let everything out. We think the Oprah interview was how do you call this, explosive. Wait until she go to court. She's gonna be under oath. She's gonna let everything out. Okay, now people gonna say, oh, because when you look at the Oprah interview, she held back. Harry said more than Meghan. I don't know if you guys realize that. Harry said more destructive thing at the Oprah interview than Meghan. Even during the Vax Live, Harry said more stuff than Meghan. So I could see in court, she's gonna let everything out. She's gonna let everything out to put those people on notice. So they better be careful. All right, let's see here. The good thing is, when all is said and done, it will lead us to who and the royal family enable this to happen. And the thing is that with those the people who's enabler Knauf guy, all right, who think Knauf is on their side, all right, they whatever game they playing, they don't see what entanglement they're putting themselves in. I'm not naming any name. So whoever this couple are, who think whatever master plan that they have with Knauf, if this thing goes to trial, you're gonna see. All right, because when she's under oath, it is a different story than being interviewed. Because in court, that's where you let all your truth go. So I think Meghan was holding back on the Oprah interview, and she's very calculated. She she choose her word very carefully. All right, so this is me here. So let's see here. So let me get this straight. After the summary judgment, all right, I'm trying to limit my thing here. After the summary, they went back to drawing board and trying to bring new argument other than the original. Here, I made a mistake here. It should not be trial because there was no trial. That means the summary. All right. Okay. Is it what's happening? Set new rule as you go along. It seems like it to me. They are all baggage for God. Our Duchess of Sussex will win again. All right. That someone made something clear to me here, because I shouldn't say trial. I should say summary. I said here, but I didn't repeat myself here. There's one comment here. Oh, this person reply was hidden by the original. Why? Okay, I say you were right. Why you hide it? Okay, yes, you are right. I did say summary in my comment, then went on to say trial. I didn't mean to write trial. Thanks for making it clear, not to get other confused. Good catch. Alright, so what happened? Did the squad get to? What happened? Let's see here. Okay, she removed it. Okay, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. In what world did they think it would be okay to let Knauf help the DM with the case? Like how? Okay, I'm seeing, and the thing is, they don't think through as they do their nonsense. That tunnel vision, I've said this before, they have a tunnel vision, and then with that tunnel vision, they don't see the ripple effect of things. It's when the Sussex squad come along and start shredding apart their behavior, their action, whatever statement they make, that's when they realize, oh, this is what I'm showing. They don't think. I don't know why. They only see their objective. My goodness, let's see here. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. And what world do they think it would be okay to let Knauf help DM on this case? Like how? Okay, I'm seeing the royalists celebrate what they believe is a win, but this case, one way or another, will end with a Meghan win, and then I hope they will learn why we think so little of them. Not very bright. They earn less if they pay. Many of these people do far less than $70,000. I see. Okay, Associate newspaper has no right to bring to public consumption a private letter of someone except by his or her authorization. Meghan Markle did not authorize them to do so. That's the key point here. This key point here. Meghan, this is the foundation of everything. Meghan Markle did not authorize them to do so. That's it. Therefore, they infringe on her copyright. That's exactly it. Plain and simple. Okay, no, she released the letter first, follow her statement. Where did you get that? Where? I hate random Karens who show up uninvited to display epic level of ignorance. Find another account to troll Satan. I already blocked her. Oh my God, monarch, that means to, yeah, that needs to be black too. I'll come back to that. All right, let's see here. All right, monarchy is just a cult. Harry did not leave because his family was threatened with love, and Meghan did not stop conveying with her dad because he had her back. I had bad vibes about Charles and Wills while watching their beautiful wedding. The monarch is the firm more likely behind this. What happened to Diana? This is shedding light to more stuff. They don't see the ripple effect of their BS. Okay, the sad thing is that wedding did so much for Charles as a caring father. I'm telling you, he got me on this. He fooled me. He got me. I really did. Okay, went in reverse. All that now, his and Tempax gate period so short-sighted. That is true. They don't see the ripple effect of their BS. That is true. That is true. He did. I did see him. I was like, oh my God, this, although I thought Meghan should have walked the entire thing herself. Yeah. But anyway, the point is to punish Prince Harry for marrying a woman of color, and not because she's American, but the primary factor that her mother is an African American. But who cares? That's their ignorance. Who cares? Harry sees someone who loves him for who he is, and the love that he was looking for, he find it and say, F you guys for treating my wife like this, and then I see exactly what you did to my mom. So, all right, and he said all of that. All right, I have clips. Okay, damn, I'm giving myself more work.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life.
Drop the mic, unapologetic black woman. I do feel for Harry, the pain and disappointment he must feel at his relatives' betrayal. Yep. Oh yes, she said in the Oprah interview, her regret was believing them when they said she was protected, and had she known that she was not, she could have done more. Now I clearly see beyond what I thought then, that she could have kept as receipt even the first high at Meghan. That is true. Okay, the palace team have boss. They did what they were asked to do by William, Kate, Charles, and Camilla. Wow, I can't believe I... Sometimes I can read what the abbreviation meant, and I got it right away. Okay, he was a mole. Okay, it makes no sense. The case is really of no concern to him. Why then has he taken a side and giving a testimony? Unless they had a side all along, it was never Harry and Meghan. Why is it important to them to undo the victory she had in the case? Okay, right? But also that they still have it out for her. If they were upset that she was there and wanted her gone, they got what they wanted. The only reason to testify now is spite. It's proof they still have it out for her. Yeah, that's exactly that. Alright, she's too smart for them, and my goodness, they want to crush them. They are financially independent, and the firm feels threatened by them. Well, if they bring this to trial, they got it coming. Okay, and it wasn't like he was subpoenaed by the court. He's cooperating with the Mail on Sunday unprovoked to put them in an advantageous position over Meghan, or presumably reciprocating a favor. The court will ultimately see as a sophistry, to be honest, never has dining with the enemy resonate so loudly. Alright, sometimes my eyes just take a while to see the word. Okay, hopefully William and Kate will pay forever Jason Knauf well enough, as I don't know how employable one can be after maliciously betraying the trust of his former employer. You think so? I said this too. I don't see, there is absolutely no way, okay, anyone with good sensible mind will hire this guy for what he just did, and it's playing out for the whole world to see. Alright, he has been the architect of all the attack with approval from the royal family. I hope she stopped being classy and name names. There's nothing royal about the Windsors. They are a bunch of insecure, unintelligent, hateful trolls propped by the tabloid. Let's see here. Okay, he really is a law. He is a law unto himself. It is too William and Kate are scared of him and he has free reign, or they are too blinded by hate. Yeah, that's that. Okay, they don't care that he tried to discredit Meghan. What I don't understand, because I have not tried to find out why is it so important for the fella to link Meghan to future. Okay, they want to imply she wrote the letter with the intention of it leaking. The intention is not for them to decide. Okay, it's not for them to decide. If Meghan then say it, and oh my goodness, this is crazy. Meghan then said, go print this. That's the key thing here. But anyway, let's continue. Let me read some few more because I have two more to share with you. All right, okay. They want to imply she wrote the letter with the intention of it leaking, as in she knew whatever she wrote will be leaked, so there is some sort of a consent to its publication because she collaborated with the authors of Future Flimsy, okay, AF as F, okay, and will hardly stick in court. Okay, collaborated, that is a stretch, and they know it. She never ever instigated a meeting with Omid. Jason told her about the book in the first instance. Okay, Jason and set her up and was promoted by William and Kate to Carson for a job well done, and I'm pretty sure he's receiving a huge payoff for when he leaves in December. Funny how the time is. Okay, we thank him for providing beyond doubt that they never welcomed Meghan and were sabotaging the relationship from the beginning when Thomas said the royal family owe him, and later on Us TV said he was used to try to stop the wedding. Okay, he also named Jason as his contact in the firm. No wonder why you don't see this going around. I have that clip somewhere. It's buried somewhere. Okay, LOL, William is so dumb, or is the fair setting him up because he surely didn't think allow Jason to do this will what was it? Will work, I say? I will think this here. Okay, will look bad on Meghan. You're absolutely spot on. Yeah, what is it? There's this part here. Where is it? Okay, or the fair setting him up. All right, what did I say? All right, this part. For some of you who've been following some of my videos, I've said this. These people are setting the royal family to fail. And who is the owner of those newspapers? Okay, who is the owner of those papers? I'm not gonna name names. By now you guys should know, because they setting this for the extent of the monarchy. I've been saying that that's the foundation of this, and while they're doing it, they're making money off of it. All right, let me go to the next one, because look at this. There's this here, cheering on them, thinking they're doing something good. Let's read this and then that's it. Okay, at Kensington Royal, CEO has been paid to issue his third version of event corruption and broad daylight. Keep on laughing, Kate. We see you. My goodness. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see this. Okay, great comment on the fair. Okay, I've heard more of Meghan, Duchess of Sussex today than I've heard of Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge in the past 5 years, and I now understand why there's coordinated effort to smear Meghan in the UK. Meghan is intelligent, thoughtful, and articulate. It's embarrassing how Catherine has never been half as prepared or articulate in any engagement she has done after 10 plus years. It's also clear why the British papers want Harry and Meghan to stay quiet and hidden. The more they do and say, the more you realize how coordinated and intentional the attack on them are. More eyes are being opened, and now left wondering how incompetent and lazy the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the rest of the royal family are, that they will rather smear their family members than put in the work. This is very well put. This is very well put, because they don't want to work. So the best thing is, which they've been doing for centuries, is the smear campaign. All right, so that's that. I'm gonna go to the next tweet that I have. Alright, so I have one more tweet after that. Alright, so there's the squad. Okay, one thing about Meghan Markle, she's going to win. Alright, that was Page Master's thing. Yep, always. The other side only if they corrupt the judges. Alright, the squad see that. If they corrupt the judges, and I hope after it, she'll ask them to forget her by stopping to talk about her daily. Okay, literally can't wait. Okay, tomorrow is the last day of this, which is today that I'm reading that. The judges will decide if it goes to trial or not. Now, I just read that article from Brian Capecott. They might take a week or so to, based on those arguments, to see if that will go. It's not gonna come right away. It's just today is the last day of their argument. All right, that's that. Okay, that's good. That was short. All right, so all this has to do with the thing. See, the squad are paying attention. All right, that's the thing. The squad are paying attention. Page Master don't come out often because I think she's in school or something. May God protect her, because the squad we have to look out for each other. I hope she finished with good grade. All right, next tweet. Some things Meghan's case has taught us all. Save all of your emails to the fuckers you work for and or who work under you. Save messages if you even sniff a whiff of buffoonery. Screenshot and catalog your receipt with date, time of submission. All right, there's the okay. She continue. All right, always keep a paper trail and color coordinate them by topic. Send copies of said documents to a lawyer who works for your interests, not your company's. That is right. Okay, had she replied upon the royals and their courtiers having her back, she'd be in as much shit as the UK coast right now. The things that Meghan going through, it teaches us something. Whenever you're working with somebody, keep every receipt. Alright? Even after I talk to you over the phone, I sent an email. This is something you guys should always do. Send an email to confirm what you talk about on the phone. Okay, this is a must. Even if it's one-on-one, send an email to confirm. Okay, after the last discussion, I just want to confirm we're on the same page. Whichever way, you guys put your best writing ever, all right, to confirm it, and then save her reply. It would be best if they reply back through email, because when you have a trail of paper, it's good. Because when I call one of my contractors to court for doing some BS thing, trying to fool me, all right, I had track of email. I had piles of emails that I did. After I spoke to him, I emailed him saying we confirmed this and this and that, to put it on writing. And if you have a convo with them immediately, there it is. Okay, there it is. And if you have a convo with them, immediately document and send them an email to confirm. There it is. There it is. The squad are perfect. All right. The squad knows. Okay, immediately document and send them an email to confirm what was discussed and agreed. Return receipt requested. This is not just for court. If your director or a coworker, attempt to throw you under the bus to cover their effed up, you have your protection. That is exactly that. And that's what I was saying. Okay, hubby told this to our daughter when she first started working. Always document. Yep, that's exactly that. Okay, I was very lucky that my first real job, I was taking over from a manager who was retired. She drilled it into me before she left. Document everything. Okay, our daughter has been lucky as well. Her mentor from when she was in university is still with the company. He is like her second father. He pushed her to excel, always document, know her colleagues or not her friend. That is true. That is true. Exactly. It doesn't matter if the conversation is brief or you think the person has your back ATM when push comes to shove. That's right. Everybody knows about themselves. Okay. Yep. I learned that many years ago when I worked in the advertising industry. A dog-eat-dog environment. No matter where. It's everywhere. When I was working in an architecture firm and I'm thinking we are a team. We are a team. We do this. We do that. But no. Everybody's trying to backstab. I will have a telephone conversation with a colleague or client, hang up, put conversation on email back to them just to confirm our conversation just now. Lifesaver. That's it. All right, for those new young squaddies. All right, this is life lesson right here. Okay, life lesson from those pros, those squaddies who knows. This is why many of us are professionals in different walks of life. All right, through experience. And this is why social media could have been so much better. But the idiot, the haters, the trolls turn it into negative. This is something we're learning from. All right, for those young college people who thinks that, coming out of college, they want you for cheaper than the previous one who knows better. You think just to be their friend to do BS. Learn from this. This is the squad. All right, professionals. All right, let's see here. One more thing. Write every note and email concerning it could fall in the wrong hand. No private info, no personal intel. Okay, yes, save them all. Had an incident where a coworker lied and said I started an argument. The supervisor brought it up with a gleam in her eyes during the quarterly rating, but when I stated that I asked one question via email, she got defeated. Look, because I had proof, the whole session changed. Wow. Okay. Very, very true. It is really heartbreaking what she went through in the evil family. Trust me, it works. Been there, done it one. Okay, I played lawyer once and one. Okay, I played lawyer once in one case for a friend. My response. Okay, I see what you're saying here. I was like, playing lawyer. Okay, my response was packed with receipt, ran my color, and dry printing. All right, always been my practice. Email myself copies of everything. I have a special email dedicated for such content. Yep, always. Okay, what is it? I have never mind. Email that have close to a couple thousands of things here. For sure, it taught me to document everything. All right, few more and then that's it. Meghan says she's been journaling her whole life. She's gonna keep receipt and a mile long. I have receipt too. All right, how cool they not realize that a woman who put together a binder of info for a tour get up at the crack of dawn to get to work and speak several languages is entirely thorough. All right, they have been living in the 1600 time lives bubble too long, thinking everyone is supposed to bow to their deluded royal highness. Okay, real talk. Okay, so let me finish it. Meghan was wise to document all the emails and texts from the den of backstabbing snakes, documenting her request to HR and their refusal for patient mental health treatment was also smart. The royals or courtiers will have just leaked it to the tabloid, but Harry Human Resources has confidentiality law. Okay, CYA cover your ass at all time, or your life will become fubor and cluster F. Okay. Oh, so that was it. So let's do a prayer. Prayer for, let's say, for victory. Let's say here, prayer for victory. Prayer for victory. That's for Meghan. All right. Prayer for victory. Let's see here. I picked the longer one that I see. Prayer of praise and victory. Dear loving Lord, no matter what or where, let me praise you. No matter how dark it seemed, let my voice rise up to you and praise. For only you are holy, you are my Lord, and Christ is my King. Even in the most complicated or difficult situation, even if my life is at risk, let my praise go forth. My praise drive out the enemy, for it proclaims the victory of your mighty spirit, God's great love and mercy. Cover all the earth. His power and grace give life to all things. The Son of God defeats sin and death. Your forgiveness set me free. I am yours, O Lord, yours alone. You are my Almighty. You are my hope, and Christ my loving Savior. Praise to you, O Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. All right, let's pick something else. Okay, this one says battle. Okay, the battle we face as Christ followers is choosing to live according to God's kingdom principle while an evil force offers us alternative. All right, one more. I'm still not getting that thing, what I really feel. Father, thank you for your goodness. Thank you for finding joy and seeing me succeed. Okay, help me to see my life the way you see it. Help me to see and declare the blessing and victory you have for me in Jesus' name, amen. All right, so I'm gonna stop because I have more to record. Right now it's 2:51. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. There's a PayPal link in the description if you want to support my channel. The only place. I'm trying my best not to go to Patreon. I'm trying my best not to put any subscription thing on YouTube. All right, so PayPal is the only way. All right, I put it as a option. All right, so everything that I have is for you to see for free. And you see the other day with the what is it? Let me go in my thing here. One of the videos that I have regarding the Christopher Bazzi tweet. Alright, I was gonna put it last night for you guys to see. By the time you see this video, it's gonna be a different day. Alright, on November 10th at 6 p.m. Alright, I was gonna put it out for you guys to see. This one right here. Alright, nothing major on today's tweet. Oh, no, not that one. This one, that one. All right, the one that says some parts of Bazzi's tweet. All right, one of, and I put question mark because I didn't know how many more I was gonna have. All right, so what happened here? Now look at this. The dollar sign is green because they saw the date that I was gonna put it, and thank God I catch it right away. All right, once I saw the yellow money sign, I changed the date. All right, so you have to play with them. All right, I know there was nothing fancy about it. The thing is that it's for them to prevent me from making money from off of this video. So as soon that I saw the yellow money sign, I said, okay, it could wait. There's no rush. The squad are not into rush to see some of those videos either. So as long they could see it at some other time. So I switch it back. So you guys gonna see it the following day in the afternoon. Did I set it? Let's see here. Yep, November 11, 4 p.m. That's today that I'm recording this video. Alright, so this is already set. As soon as they put the yellow, I changed it. Alright, I changed it back to something different. And then look at this. Now they put it yellow. They review it already. Alright, so this is, I want all of my video for you guys to see. Freely, nothing exclusive. I have nothing exclusive. Why do I feel that way, that you should see everything for free? Why? I'm reading tweets for you. Those squad are sharing stuff. Alright, some of them know that I'm sharing those tweets. So why am I making this exclusive? You guys asked to see those the tweets, right? So I don't mind doing it. I enjoy doing it. So why should I make you some sort of exclusive? Alright, if I'm making money, it has to be in the right way, through YouTube. Through YouTube. If you guys wanna donate, that's perfect. Thank you. I enjoy that. I buy stuff instead of going on my saving to buy the things that I need for the channel. So I enjoy that. So everything is for you to see. Alright, so I don't have nothing exclusive for anybody as long the squad are tweeting. Alright, so that's it. And this is why I'm telling you, I'm not going on Patreon on doing exclusive stuff or whatever. And some of you have been very generous, very, very generous on your donation. I truly appreciate that. Truly appreciate that. Alright, so that's it. Enough lovey-dovey with you guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.